Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. That time of the week again, match day preview today. Focusing on Saturday's crunch game at home to High Flyers Bournemouth, who started very well this season. So the main, before I actually get into it, the main bit of news coming through in the past, well, today actually, it's been recorded on the Thursday, so we'll go out tomorrow on Friday, as everyone should be aware of by now. The main news today is Shahid Khan's programme notes were released a couple of days earlier prior to Saturday's game, and a lot was cleared up, a lot of loose ends cleared up by the chairman, just giving some fans clarification and a big update on what he thinks of what his opinions are on things going around the club, and also his situation on obviously the potential Wembley deal falling through. Before we get into that, he did quote about the, as everyone knows about, we've not started the season too well. So he gave us a personal update of course, and his statement was as follows in these programme notes. As for sensational fictional headlines related to Slavisa this week, I'm equally parts amused, astonished and disappointed. I ask you not to believe anything you read, or in this case, don't believe anything that you read. So really, effectively, he's still basically trying to say to us, look, Slavisa's going to go nowhere in the near future, hopefully, and he's still giving the manager his full support. And of course, especially if you're a chairman, of course you would. You know, this Slavisa's given his club, he's took us back to the Premier League, a fantastic unbeaten one last year. And you can completely see where Shahid Khan's coming from here. He's trying to give fans that middle ground and a bit of positivity heading into this game on Saturday, which is a huge game, no doubt about it. And I personally think this Slavisa's job's on the line in this game. I think if we were to get beat, I don't even think he'd get the chance to rectify at Huddersfield. I think he could be gone by Sunday if the result was if it was an emphatic loss, then I think he would be gone come Sunday, which isn't good. But look, it's what happens in football sometimes, you know. If results don't go your way and you're the manager, you're obviously going to get sacked for it. The players don't take the blame. They take the blame for it, obviously, of course they do. But then new manager comes in, it's all forgotten about if the fortune suddenly change. But I think it's a good quote from Shahid Khan now. It just reiterates what he thinks going. You know, it's good to see him responding, giving us some sort of communication as well. I think that's always important to be a good chairman, to communicate with your fans, let them know you're interested and let them know you care about the club, and that's always good to see that Shahid is there. And I also do believe he's actually in London this weekend as well to watch the game, so that would be good for him to get a hands-on experience, cast his eye over proceedings, and hopefully get his opinion on that after the game as well. And if a change has to be made, he'll be there first hand to witness our performance, and he'll be there to judge it as well. So obviously, getting to the main bit of the preview now at home to Bournemouth at the weekend, a huge game, as I said. We can't afford to lose it. It's a must-win, and Bournemouth have been fantastic so far this season. You can't look at you look at them as a promoted club. If you're coming up, you look at Bournemouth and think they're a club that you want to try and follow, suiting their regime, their structure, their strategy, the whole plan behind it has just been fantastic for them to come up in 15, 16. If you'd have told people that they'd still be here now in the Premier League, have a top 12 finish last season, the people have probably laughed at you, but they deserve it. They've got a fantastic young manager in Eddie Howe, who to me is knocking on the door now in terms of potentially going to a bigger club. I think that he's done fantastic at Bournemouth, and he's definitely a manager with potential who can definitely go on to bigger and better things in the not too distant future. I think he's a really good coach. They play fantastic football down there, and what he's done for that football club has been nothing short of absolutely remarkable. I think he deserves a lot of credit for the way things are at Bournemouth now, and he's a fantastic coach, no doubt about it, and a very good young English manager with a very bright future ahead of him. So looking at Bournemouth so far this season, obviously they've played 9 games, won 5, drawn 2, lost 2, giving them a points tally of 17. And as I said, last season they finished in 12th position last season, which was a fantastic finish for Bournemouth and for everybody associated with the club. And we're in for a very tough game on Saturday, no doubt about it. The pitch will be a good surface for Bournemouth to play on. They like to play good football as well, which will be for the neutral and for the football purist, it'll be a very good game to watch. Both sides liking to play good passing, attacking football, so it'll be very good, as I said, for the football purist and also for the neutral as well. I think there'll be a couple of goals in this game. I don't think either side will keep a clean sheet. And the thing about Bournemouth that strikes me is they've been very inconsistent this season. I think you look at some of their results, the 4-0 defeat away at Burnley, and then a couple of weeks later they go to Watford and win 4-0 there. So it suggests that they're very, it's inconsistency. But in the same breath, it's getting them results, and they're sitting 6th in the table for a very valid reason. They're a good side, and they know how to win games. They've got a good squad down there. I mean, the attacking two in Callum Wilson and Josh King are 2 of their main attacking players, and 2 of the players that really suit their style of play. On the road, they tend to go over more counter-attacking style of play, especially against Watford, where they soaked up a lot of pressure and really hurt Watford with their pace and power on the counter-attack. You look at Ryan Fraser in there as well. He started the season remarkably well as well. The young Scottish right midfielder, he started very well for them this season, and another player who's benefited from going out on I think he went out on loan to Ipswich a couple of seasons back, so he's benefited from that. He's obviously come back now for a couple of seasons and really established himself in the first team. You look down in the back line, Nathan Ake as well, an outstanding young centre-half, linked with Tottenham in recent weeks, which suggests how his development's gone since leaving Chelsea, and he's done fantastic well for them. And it will be a very, very hard game. I think if we were to lose this, as I said earlier on at the start, at the head of the preview, I think Slavisa will be finished, I think, for me. I don't want to see it happen, but I just don't see how he can bounce back from that. I'm hoping for a bounce back effect after that defeat at Cardiff last week, which was, we need to put that to the back of our minds and hopefully focus on the next task in hand, which is a huge game. Obviously, I saw a stat floating about on Twitter again that Bournemouth haven't won a game over the Halloween weekend. I can't remember how long ago now, but they don't tend to do well over this weekend, especially at this time of year as well, over the Halloween period. And it's another stat that we don't want to hear really going into this game because, as all Fulham fans know, we're the club who seem to break these type of records for clubs, and it's frustrating really, but it's just Fulhamish, isn't it? It's a phrase that we always use, and a phrase that's been thrown about for a couple of years now. So hopefully we can get 3 points. I'm not looking at the squad news. Only Joe Bryan was said that only Joe Bryan's not going to be involved this weekend. Tom Kenny hopefully will be involved. I think Slavisa said that he will be involved. He hopefully might even start from the bench. I don't think he'll start. He's had a couple of training sessions after Everton as well, so he's just slowly getting back to his full fitness, and fingers crossed we'll just take our time with him and see where we go from there. Because he's had a couple of nasty injuries in the past season or so we need to just watch him, hopefully bed him in and give him a couple of minutes towards the end of the game, or even potentially bring him on earlier, because I think we do lack that creativity in the midfield without him. And for me, if he starts, then Slavisa needs to know that he's got to be fully fit to start, because we don't want him to aggravate the injury and potentially be out for another long period of time again, because we do miss him. He's a big player for us. He makes us tick in that midfield, and for him to be out for another longer period would be a big shame for us. But for me, I look at this game and I really do think we can win this game, but also it's not going to be an easy game. Bournemouth are by no means any slouches. They're a fantastic side, and they're going to cause a lot of problems on Saturday. And I think we can. The thing that it's a sold out at Craven Cottage as well, and I'm going to touch on that now actually. Tony Gale came out in the week and said it was good to see the fans still sticking by the team, and it is good. I mean, I've heard on Twitter there's been about 2,000 or over that tickets sold for a trip to Anfield in a couple of weeks' time, which is fantastic. So the support is still there, and it's really good to see. And even if we go a goal down on Saturday, the fans need to keep supporting the team, because we can't get on their backs even if we go a goal down, because we're capable of making that ground rock, and we have done in the past, and our support has definitely carried the team to success in the past. I mean, look at the game against Derby in the playoffs. Our support was pivotal to that result, and I think if we just keep behind the team, even if we go a goal down, stick behind them, because they need our support at the moment, and it's important that the fans and the team stick together for these difficult periods. And I think definitely we need to keep getting behind them and hopefully cheer them on to a second success of the season against a very good side, and hope that can kick on for our confidence and our hopefully rest of our season starting away at Huddersfield in a couple of weeks' time as well. But yeah, that's what's going to be my score prediction quickly before the end of the game. Will be a 2-1 to Fulham. It'll be a tight game, nervy game, but I'm confident we can nick it at the end. Fingers crossed, get 3 points. If you do enjoy that, guys, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new as well. That'd be fantastically and greatly appreciated as well. And we'll see you all Saturday evening for the match day vlog. Take care.